Okay, good morning. Saturday, November 15. And again, see you everyone today sa Makati. And nag-record lang ako ng chart analysis for next week. But from a higher time frame perspective. So, sa mga newbie, you might be wondering bakit puro chart analysis ka agad tayo. Paano kami? Hindi kami marunong pa ng mga basic. May mga video tayo na pwedeng panoorin nyo kaagad. Okay, for the newbie, yung mga bagong pasok sa community, so basic foundation of forex trading is very important. Pero bakit hindi na ba tayo nagpupunta sa pag-discuss ng mga basic? Because our community preferred Polaris TV YouTube channel para makapag-aral yung mga newbie. So we created a playlist ng mga importanteng bagay kasi andito nilagay namin yung mga dapat na mga dapat na matutuhan ng isang baguhan. For example, paano orientation, The orientation will guide you ano bang kultura yung meron yung community natin. Kasi kailangan maintindihan nyo ano ba yung pinasok mong community. Yan. And then, meron din dito, Trader's Eye registration, how to register. Meron dito, introduction. So, ayan. Ito, mga introduction, how to create a live and demo account. Ayan, paano mag-login. Okay, good afternoon, Paano ba, nandito yung mga tungkol sa support and resistance, ganun. Ayan, inopen ko yung Trader's Eye Community Guide. Ito yung video ng mga for beginners, Inopen ko siya sa ibang, So, nandito yung, orientation, This video will tell you what is our community. And then, the second video will explain how to register using client registration link. Number 1, huwag kayong mag-browse sa mga website as yung nag-invite sa inyo for a client registration link. Number 3 is how to create a live demo trading account. Yan, how to log in to your trading account in MT5 kung cellphone lang. Yan. Then, how to deposit pagka ready na kayo after nyo ma-train sa demo account. And then, how to log in to your trading account. Ito sa mga computer naman or laptop. How to navigate yung inyong MT4, MT5. Okay. Another explanation. And then, importance of commitment of traders. Ito yung fundamentals. And then, institution pala. Ito yung fundamentals. Importance of economic data in forex trading. We use Forex Factory. So, this another explanation of how to navigate MT4, MT5 toolbars. And then, Trader's Eye analysis, the importance of top-down analysis. So, yung multi-time frame. Another example, ng live chart, top-down analysis again. Ito naman yung mga paano mag-create ka na ng order. Marunong ka na dyan, mga basics. Mag-order ka na, market order, pending order, lot size, pips, what is buy, what is sell, paano mag-entry, paano mag-set na stop loss, paano mag-set ng TP. And then, moving average. Yan. MA, market structure, candlestick, price action, and support and resistance. Yan. So, another explanation, Again, another explanation. So, napakaraming video na nagawa para magamit nyo. Then, last is, paano mag-withdraw. O, pag kumikita ka na, kaya nasa huli siya, So, there are a lot of explanation kung paano yung mga ibang indicators, So, this is very important. Kaya lang, kung ikukan pa natin ito, iisa-isahin pa nito, it will take time. no? Sa ngayon, we have this video, then paulit-ulit nyo yung panoorin, ano? It will be up to your commitment kung paano kayo matuto. And then, when we have a Zoom meeting, pwede kayo magtanong sa akin. Kaya lang, yung tanong nyo, malalaman ko kung nanggaling dito sa loob ng video. Kasi, since akong gumawa ng video, mararamdaman ko kung yung nagtatanong ay nanonood siya ng video. So, kung nag-effort siyang panoodin yung video at meron lang siya hindi maintindihan at nagtanong siya, mag-e-effort din akong sagutin. Pero kung mararamdaman ko totally, parang hindi sila nanonood ng video, maybe for some reason, maaring busy sila o hindi talaga sila mahilig sa panonood ng video, medyo wala po tayong magagawa doon. Kasi hindi natin matuturuan ang tao na mag-aral. Siya yung magmo-motivate sa sarili niya na mag-aral siya. And this is the tools, dito yung mga video para mag-aral kayo. Nasa inyo na ngayon kung paano nyo ito gagamitin. And pag marunong na kayo, dun papasok na ngayon yung ating ginagawa na chart analysis kasi makakasabay na kayo. Ito na ngayon. Pag natutuhan nyo na yon, ganito lang kabilis yung magiging chart analysis nyo. So, let us start. 8:39. So, syempre, yung chart ko, nakasetup na yan. Chart ko na yan eh. So, hindi na yung ganun katagal. So, 8:39. Top-down analysis from monthly. Naglagay ako ng support and resistance. Ano? No? Support and resistance. Yan. So, kung paano nilalagay ito, nandun sa mga video explainer. Yan. Kung ite-trace ko from this candlestick, this candlestick of October, ito yung October, this is November. October, November. Low na October, high ng October. Ito yung start ng November. Yan. So, ang gawin ko, lagyan ko na rin yung start ng November ng yellow. Support. Yan, lagyan ko na rin yan. Yan, lagyan na natin yan. Okay. So, alam ko na ngayon yung price is gumagalaw in between this range, ano? Yan, itong range na to. But before this November, natatandaan nyo itong buntot na to. Ito lang buntot na to. This is the rejection of weekly sa monthly na galaw. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag bumaba ka ng weekly, ayun siya. Itong dalawang candlestick na to. This is the last 2 weeks of October. Ni-reject niya yung pag-akyat na yan ng price ng 2 linggo. At yung 2 linggo na yan ay naging high, lower high, low, lower low, or downtrend. No? Bearish. This is somehow a correction of a bullish or uptrend na galaw ng monthly. Kaya lang hanggang kailan ito natapos. On a weekly basis, nagkaroon ng first week candlestick na ganito. With this candlestick, although na weekly siya, the body is small compared to other weekly candlestick. So, ibig sabihin, at the end of the 1 week or 5 days, the market is indecision. Diba? And then, bawat week na yan, nilagyan ko ng blue, yung high nung bawat week. Okay? Eto ngayon, nilagyan ko to ng blue. Ito, blue din. Kaya lang, previously, pagka natagpasa na ng price yung blue, binabago ko na to, ginagawa ko na solid ito. Because I'm thinking that the line becomes a support, which is, yun pa rin naman. Kaya lang ngayon, ang ginawa ko sa blue line na to, signifies the high of these 2 previous week. So, pag nakita ko yan sa lower time frame, high ito ng previous week. Blue kasi week siya nilagay. So ngayon, nung nagpakita tong indecision na to, this is a sign of indecision and possible reversal. Bakit? At the same time, itong ating support na to on a monthly, di ba, ayun no, na touch niya nung last week, itong week na to. At kung titingnan nyo yung candle patterns, huwag muna nyo isama to, huwag nyo isama to. Ito at saka ito, the low and higher low, high and lower high, it somehow forms a triangle. Or yun sa mga previous video na pinanonood namin, it is somehow a harami. So this is the mother and this is yung anak na sa loob. And it explain na nag-iipon ng energy na pag lumabas yun, or lumabas yung price dito sa consolidation na to na triangle, malakas yan. So ito nga yung nangyari. So now this is weekly. Last week for 5 days, umangat yung price from this, nag-breakout dito sa trend line na yan. And then umangat siya. Umangat hanggang dito sa taas, nag-high. And for some reason, nirespect niya yung price na to, maaring dahil dito sa resistance na to. Ito, umangat ito, it breaks the resistance, pero bumalik, pero maintain niya yung price na yun doon, and it becomes a strong resistance. And then, again, nag-break pa rin na naman, tumaas na naman, pero hindi naging successful, binagsak talaga, and talagang very successful yung pag-establish ng resistance nito. So, kaya nung dumating uli yung price doon, so nireject uli yung price ng seller. Ibinaba uli siya yung price. Kung babalik tayo ng monthly, itong buntot na to is being rejected on a weekly basis. Ito siya. So, how about this candlestick? May week siya. Ibig sabihin, this candlestick is 1 week. So, it is being rejected on a daily basis. Diba? Ulitin ko ha. Trend line, breakout, and then rejected or full back. If it is weekly, 5 days, and we have a week rejected on a daily basis, punta tayo ngayon ng daily. Para makita natin, ano na ba status sa daily? Kasi pag titingnan mo sa weekly, green dito, bullish. Pero pag titingnan mo sa daily, eto na siya. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is clearly an uptrend. Bakit? Low, higher low, and then high, higher high. This is a momentary pause, ano? And then higher high. And then this is higher high pa din. And this is higher low pa rin. Kaya lang baligtad na yung naging galaw, pababa na. Nag-open dito, umangat, bumaba, umangat. So this is now high, this is now lower high. This is low, this is lower low. So baligtad. And then followed by another bearish candlestick. High, low. Pero pag kinumpara mo dito, this is another higher low. Pag kinumpara mo dito, this is a lower low. So this is clearly a downtrend. Yan. So ibig sabihin, on a daily basis, tayo ngayon ay bearish. Di ba? But don't forget that on a weekly, bullish siya. Only it was rejected by a 2 days, Thursday and Friday, itong candlestick na to. And don't forget also na nag-breakout siya rito. And if we're going to ask ourselves, ano ba to? Is this a good breakout? Diba dapat kung broad breakout yan, dapat solid yung green yan. So somehow, the market is not yet decided na umangat. Kaya bumalik siya. No, bumalik siya. Andito ngayon siya. And on the daily basis, it's very clear that the daily is downtrend. Kaya lang hanggang saan yung pagka-downtrend niya? Possible hanggang dito kung saan siya nag-breakout. Ngayon, kung itong daily ay downtrend, pero tingnan natin itong buntot na to. If this is daily, may rejection siya from the buyer side. And at the same time, wag nating kalimutan, meron tayong resistance dito at support dito. So the price could move between this area of resistance and support. But our market structure is downtrend because there is a high, lower, low, lower, low. Ang concern natin ngayon is itong buntot na to. If it is daily, we have to go down lower time frame, 4 hours or 1 hour to check ano yung paano itong gumalaw. No? Hanggang dito ba to o umabot ba dito? Hours. Ayun. Dito nakita natin na from this high nung isang week, halos, di ba? Bumaba, nag-reject, naabot yung resistance na isang high nung week, another week, at ngayon, bumababa ulit. So, ibig sabihin, itong pagiging downtrend ni daily is intact pa. Walang sign na didiretso na siya. And since ang bias nito is downtrend, pwedeng ito ay aakyat to create another lower high. At bababa at magko-consolidate. There will always be a consolidation before a big movement. Or bago magkaroon ng change ng market structure. Karaniwan. Parang ito, this is a consolidation. Diba? O break na structure. Yan. Break na structure, choke, then break na structure. Ayan. So, there will always be a consolidation. So, ngayon, since this is on a daily basis, hanap tayo ng fair value gap. This is fair value gap. This is another fair value gap. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng balikan ito ni price. Tapos, bumaba uli. Pwedeng dito or pwedeng dito. Pwedeng susundot na ganon. Yan, bago babalik. Pwedeng bumaba tayo ng 1 hour pa. Ayan, 1 hour. Ayan. So, 1 hour. So, hindi na masyadong visible dito yung isa. Ang visible na dito, ito na. Napakaliit na fair value gap. Pero fair value gap pa rin yan. Still, it is a fair value gap. This is another fair value gap. So, possible na mangyari is mag-sideways Monday at i-reach out niya yan. Yan. Tapos, pwedeng sideways na naman. Sundutin niyang konti, tapos baka bumalik uli. Baka Kaya, pwede tayong magre-react lang tayo kung ano yung mangyayari. No? Let's say, pag Monday nandito, lumabas, malaki yung body dito. Lumabas yung body dito, malaki. Green. Tapos, nag-pull back. Tapos, pagdating ng pullback, nag-create ng hammer. Hammer. Bawa, ito yung sideways. Nag-create ng hammer dyan. Pwede ka nang makipagsapalaran. It is always a probability. It's not a prediction na dito pupunta yung market. Dahil kung dito pupunta yung market, alam natin, di na natin kailangan mag-set na stop loss. But because our analysis is just to check the probability, we always set our stop loss. We don't predict. Sa mga members, new members, at mga natututo, never nailagay nyo, wag nyong ilagay sa GC natin na pinipredict nyo yung market kung saan pupunta. Okay? Mag-react lang kayo dito. Itong nakita natin, o di mag-react tayo kasi this is a sign of diba? Na tutuloy yung market sa taas. What if iba yung nangyari? Kasi hindi naman obligadong balikan niya yan. Karaniwan binabalikan niya yan. Let's say Monday ito nangyari. Nag-sideways, na-establish yung sideways, tapos nag-liquidity sweep, tapos bumalik. Yan. Yan. Tapos, ganyan ulit. Dito naman nag-create ng malaking body na red. Nag-pullback. Tapos dito nagkaroon ng inverted hammer. O kaya naman nagkaroon ng bearish engulfing. Pwede kang makipagsapalarang bumaba. Ayan. Always set your stop loss dito. Ayan. Okay? So, begin. Pagka dating ng Monday, this is 1 hour. Pwedeng mangyari na magkaroon ng sideways. On Monday, baba kayo ng lower time frame, 30 minutes. Tingnan nyo. Tingnan nyo yung galaw ng market for 1 or 2, 3 hours. At least wait for 1, 2, or 3 hours. Kung siya ba ay lalabas o magsa-sideways. So, pag naka-establish yan ng sideways or support and resistance, support and resistance, yun na yung bantayan nyo. Kung ano yung gagawin niya dyan. With all your knowledge na nando sa mga playlist natin, dun nyo i-apply dito. So, kaya yung mga newbie nakapapasok, panoorin nyo yung video, yun, mga basic. Tapos yun yung i-apply nyo dito sa sinasabi ko, sa charts analysis natin on a daily basis. Okay? Good luck and thank you very much and happy Saturday.